Hello everyone, Chelsea Meese here, and today I am officially 1 month sober. So, let's talk about this for a little bit. I will honestly say that I have been one of those people throughout my life who I enjoy a good challenge. I enjoy something that has to push me and that has to let me get outside of my comfort zone, and I never thought that this would be one of them. I'll be honest about that. I never thought it would. The reason I say that is because I enjoy drinking. Ever since I turned 21, obviously before I turned 21 I drank too, but ever since I turned 21, drinking has just kind of been like this little constant in my life. My 21st year of life, I swear I was not sober for more than 2 days, and until I reached July, and then I did a no drink July challenge to where I could, recover my liver a little bit. And so that was successful, and I'm at that point now at the end of January. And so I kind of just want to talk about my experiences so far, and then just kind of like have this journey available to anyone who would like to do it, or just to share what I'm going through. My history with alcohol is I come from a family that alcoholism runs rampant in. I've lost uncles due to alcoholism. I've lost a grandfather due to issues with it. I've seen domestic violence because of it. All of these negative things surrounding alcohol, yet I still drink it. And I realize that I don't have an addiction per se to alcohol, because I don't wake up in the morning and crave it. I don't feel like I need it, but when I do drink, I drink too much. And so I would consider myself a binger. So that was the hardest part for me, because you get to a point where you're just so tired of waking up the next day and holding your head. And you get to the point where you're just like, what the hell happened last night again? And being 24 years old, it's kind of time for me to change that. So within my first month of being sober, there are a few things that have happened. First and foremost, there is something that occurs when you decide and make the commitment to do something. So for me, I know personally, I like to associate things with numbers. So there's no way that I would have started a year of being alcohol-free in July. There's just no way. There's something about an incentive of being like, I'm not going to drink all of 2016 that appeals to me. So I knew that going into it, I had to do it that way. I had to start January 1st, and so the night before, on New Year's Eve, went out bowling with my girlfriend and some friends, and had my last drinks, and then at midnight, I had to stop, and I have not allowed alcohol to touch my lips since. And with that, you rid yourself of those hangovers and of those feelings of holding your head in the morning and feeling like shit the next day, and then having to recover from that. So when we get alcohol into our system, it takes out our water supply. Obviously, that's why you urinate so much. So it dehydrates us. And it takes a certain amount of time for you to get that water and that hydration back in your body and back in your system. So it takes over your next day, aka hangover. And to not have one of those, and to know that I've been able to make a plan now of my weeks and what it's going to look like, to where I wake up in the morning and I have no question in my mind that I'm going to be able to do it, because I'm not going to be drinking the night before to where I hit the snooze alarm, or to where I do whatever I did before. So there's something about that that's made it really awesome. I have to say that I have been to bars since, so it's not like I've just locked myself away. I have visited bars in January, and funny story, at one of them, I told the bartender that I wasn't drinking for all of 2016. He kind of laughed, obviously. That's kind of how society is. But he offered me cake instead. So, yes, I am a health and wellness coach, but if I'm at a bar and I'm not allowed to drink while I'm trying to be sober, I'm going to take that cake. And I ate the hell out of that cake. It was really good. So, been there, done that. I've seen it a few times, and there's just, I'm starting to see friendships of, like, the ones that I was be like, hey, you want to go get a drink and you want to hang out? Like, those are slowly starting to, like, I guess just drift apart. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just, I would have hoped that some of the friends that I had, we would have had more habits in common. that drinking didn't have to be that. And it hasn't hit that hard yet, but I'm just starting to slowly see things like that, because when you change, people around you change, and they don't like that you change, so you guys drift apart. But when it comes to that, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, in the first month, the changes, it hasn't been that hard. The willpower is still strong. I'm going strong in my other goals, in my health and my wellness goals. So I think it's all just a building of momentum. I'm literally scared for the summer to come, because it's going to be hot out. I'm going to want to drink, and I'm not going to be able to have one. And I'm going to be so far in that I'm going to be like, no. But hopefully that'll keep me going while it's cold out and I don't want anything. Other than that, things that have helped me be able to do this so far is replacing habits. So I don't know if you've heard of Shakeology, but I've decided to take out alcohol every day and put in Shakeology. So I believe in replacing habits. By doing that, I'm consciously and intentionally taking something poisonous and negative out of my life and replacing it with something positive and good for my life. So in the long run, at the end of the day, I know that what I'm doing is worth it. And it's making it to where all of my everyday bills and things are becoming more accessible and easy to pay for, because I'm not going out and spending that money. So by replacing habits with buying new things like a book, or buying a coloring book, or spending my money in other places, and by replacing the habit of drinking with having Shakeology and having a healthier habit, it's definitely helped, and it's been great throughout this journey so far. Yes, I swear I've seen more signs for margaritas and happy hours than I ever have in my life this past month, but being a 12th of the way through this, I think I'm going to be able to make it. I know I have confidence in myself, but I know that it's going to be difficult. All change is difficult at the beginning and in the middle, but at the end, it's glorious, it's beautiful, and I feel like as the months go on, I'll start to see more progress and start to see the actual difference in my life. So I encourage you to follow me on my social medias, or to let me know if you have experience going without drinking for a year. Any suggestions or tips or anything, I am open. And that's all I have for you right now. Month 1 of no drinking done. Let's go into February. Bye, guys.